So lovely to see your faces. Now for any of you, if you want to be live on video, hello Jemima, hello Francesca, welcome, welcome. If any of you want to stop your video and so just be a name on the screen, which some people choose to do, then there's a little button down in the bottom left and you can just click on stop video for you. So entirely up to you, all your choice. If you want to join in with the dancing liberally, then please do. We'll just wait for a few moments for people to arrive. And we should then get going. So welcome to Qoya, everybody. How lovely to see you. So this week we're doing it differently because there were some restrictions with Facebook Live. Hold on one moment. Just going to... So with Facebook Live, unfortunately, there were restrictions with music, and I wanted you all to be able to hear the music that is so perfectly Qoya. We can only use on Facebook Live copyright-free music, even though you've paid for a Spotify subscription or whatever it may be. So we have switched to Zoom just to give this a try for this week, and we'll see how that goes, and if we want to switch back to Facebook Live but using different music next time, we can do that. Could everyone give me a thumbs up if you can hear me okay? Amazing. And could you give me a thumbs up if you can hear the music okay? Amazing. Yay. Some excited thumbs ups. Woohoo. So what we're going to do when we're dancing, I will actually turn the music right up so that you can just hear the music through the computer audio really well, so you can have a great party. Now, if anyone there has got any way of... hello Shelley, how are you? If you've got any way of boosting your music, so you want to Bluetooth it to some headphones or to a speaker, then please do that so that you can really get into the vibe of it, okay? So one thing, what I'm going to do is have the chat option available. So I'm just going to, at the bottom of your screen, there's a little chat box, and there will be various points throughout the class where I'll ask you how you're feeling, or for you just to tap in. Hello, gorgeous Layla. Welcome, welcome. So rather than everybody speaking, because with a big group it can be a little bit stop-start with everyone speaking. So rather than that, if you could just type a little message in. So if you all just locate at the bottom of the screen the chat box, pop your cursor there. I'm just going to write a little hello and warm welcome. Okay, so hopefully you will have all got that. And then if at any point you want to, I say, you know, what your intention might be, or describe a word to encapsulate how you're feeling, and you want to share it, that's the vehicle to share it, okay? So a little bit like it is with the comments on Facebook Live. Right, so I think we will begin. Now I've done all the sound checks. I've needed my 15-year-old son a lot helping with all this, by the way. He's been absolutely golden. I am no tech expert. It made me laugh. There was a quote I saw this week saying that in the last couple of weeks, all yoga teachers have had to become coding experts. And it has felt a little bit like that. Right, so welcome everybody. If you just find a wonderfully comfortable place to sit for a moment. And let's have your index finger and thumb together. So just sitting wherever is comfortable, index finger and thumb together in this Gyan mudra, which is the mudra of knowledge. So just having your fingers resting on your thighs. If you're sitting cross-legged, You may even want to lay down at this point. However you are, just have your back nice and straight and just feel comfortable. Now, before we go into any of the Qoya, I would love to just start with a little meditation so that we all get the chance to arrive mind, body and soul. And I will just remind you that the theme for tonight is gratitude. So this meditation will be a very much a gratitude themed one. So just taking an inhale, sitting up nice and tall or lengthening out on the floor, exhale and relax. Maybe letting out a sigh on your exhale. As you inhale, just get a sense of extending and lengthening your spine. As you exhale with a grounding breath through your root chakra, feeling really held by the earth beneath you. So maybe gently lowering your eyes and just noticing the rush of breath as it comes in through your nostrils. The exhale as it comes out through your mouth. Now we take something like 22,000 breaths a day. And if we notice and pay attention to just a few of them, like we're doing now, it really makes the rest of them so much more delicious. The breath, let's get the rhythmic breath moving up the front of your body on the inhale, down the back of your body on the exhale. Tune into your inner landscape. Tune into the way your tummy expands on the inhale and contracts back on the exhale. Expansion and contraction with every round of breath. Maybe make that breath a little bit deeper, so breathing into the belly, then up into your rib space, maybe even getting that inhale up into your chest, giving yourself the most nourishing treat, all the way moving around to every cell in your body, making your exhale as long as feels comfortable before you inhale again. So let's just take your field of awareness to the practice of gratitude and know that gratitude works its magic as an antidote to negative feelings, of which in a crisis like this there are plenty. Gratitude is like white blood cells for the soul, and tonight we celebrate it as a superpower, knowing that the more you celebrate life, the more there is to celebrate. So keep breathing deeply, and we'll just go through a little gratitude practice by saying simply, thank you for this day. Thank you for the air I breathe. Thank you for this gift of life. Thank you for the love in my life. Thank you for my family. Thank you for my bed, my shower, the roof over my head. Thank you for my home. Thank you for the warmth I feel. Thank you for my healthy body. Thank you for the earth beneath my feet. Thank you for Mother Nature. Thank you for my intuition. Thank you for my ability to replenish and rejuvenate. Thank you for my ability to visualize. Thank you for the sunshine today. Thank you for the spring flowers. Thank you for my ability to dream. Thank you. Thank you for my ability to do what I love. Thank you for this time for reflection. Thank you for all my teachers in life. Thank you for the night sky and the stars. Thank you for all the lessons. Thank you for the lessons this current crisis brings us all. Thank you for the key workers. Thank you to all those staying at home and protecting the NHS. Thank you for my ability to feel inner peace. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So whenever you're ready, just gently opening your eyes. Hopefully feeling filled up completely with gratitude, a very positive place to be. And I will introduce you all to wonderful Qoya. So we have some people, some familiar faces here, how wonderful to see you, and some new faces here, how delightful that you've joined us. So you're in for a treat because Qoya is an absolute joy. It's one of my favourite things to do. I have been dancing it for nearly 4 years and teaching it for nearly 2. It is a beautiful mix of meditation, dance and yoga. And it is the surest path back to your true self that I have ever found. So I always finish the classes feeling alive, electric, tapped into the pulse of life, and I so hope that you will feel that today too. Now, it's based on a very simple premise that within each of us there is an essence which is wise, wild and free. And the wise is expressed through the wisdom of yoga. And it's not pose perfect yoga. We're talking yoga as prayer. Yoga as it's practiced on the beaches in India, on the streets in India. Yoga with absolute reverence. Yeah?
Can you turn the music down just a tad? I'm finding it really hard to hear you. I don't know
is that any better? Can you hear me now?
Yes, that's better.
Okay, amazing. Thank you, Fran. Right, so the free with Qoya is expressed through the freedom to really enjoy being in our bodies. So really enjoy being in these incredible bodies of ours, which are the most sophisticated machines we will ever own in life. And I don't say that lightly because so many of us are disconnected from our bodies. There are various bits in our bodies that we don't particularly like, and we don't really give them much care, love and attention. So the whole of the Qoya session is just about feeling good and looking for that place that feels good. And when you start to look for that place that feels good, you start to find it. It's like the law of attraction. The more you look for it, the more you find it, the better you feel. Now, the wild in Qoya is expressed through the creative expression in free dance. And by this, I mean you ignite your inner child. So the child who just would dance with absolute carefree abandon, that is who we are tuning into here. So let her or him be free, because this is a Qoya practice for everyone. And I will introduce you now just to our theme for the night. So with absolute gratitude for these spring flowers, I have got some beautiful daffodils here. I'm going to light us a candle with gratitude for all your presence and to create a sacred space. So, with absolute joy, I tell you that gratitude is the theme for tonight. And the reason this theme is so perfect is because in times like this, feeling utter gratitude for what we have absolutely is the antidote to the torrent of negative feelings that can hit us like a steam train or an overridingly massive wave, sometimes many times a day. And for me, one of the lifelines has been, when these negative feelings hit, to remind myself and say instantly afterwards, but I'm grateful for whatever it might be in that moment, the sunshine, the flowers, my family, the night's sleep I had. So use that gratitude as a lifeline. Now, I'm super grateful because I don't have a headache today, which is a joy. Having recovered from this virus, ongoing symptom has been a headache, and I woke up and just thought, oh my goodness, I don't have a headache. And I totally took for granted the whole feeling before this virus of not having a headache. And now I feel such absolute gratitude for having a clear head. So super grateful for that. Super grateful that all my lovely family have got through it, and we're all on the mend. I really believe with gratitude it is a superpower, because the main reasons being, one, it is working so beautifully with the law of attraction. So the more gratitude you feel for what you have, the more you attract things into your life that make you feel grateful. The second point, as said earlier, is that it is a perfect antidote to negative feelings. So no matter where you are, who you are, where you are in life, what your circumstances are, the magic of gratitude is positively life-changing. So I have a little quote here by Charles Dickens, good old Charles Dickens, who says, reflect upon your present blessings, of which every one has plenty, not on your past or current misfortunes, of which all have some. So with this virus, there's so much fear around, there's so much unknown territory, we're surrounded by so much negative press. I really urge you all to remember, when you are hit by those feelings, to remember that lifeline of, but I am grateful for. And I look around over the last few weeks and I see so much around me to be grateful for. I am astounded by the incredible key workers who we shall pause for at 8 o'clock to go and clap. I love the rainbows in the window, this show of hope. I'm loving the camaraderie in our road, the camaraderie amongst friends. So during these times, let's dig deep and really feel gratitude for everything that we can. So tonight I invite you, each and every one of you, to dance your relationship to the theme of gratitude. So let us begin with setting our intention, which we should just have time for, and then I think we'll pause. So what we're going to do is come up to our feet. This little party is going to build slowly. But then we're going to get you all dancing superbly. So coming up onto your feet now, what we're going to do is create our intention for the evening. What is an intention? It's why you do something. So each of you will have an individual intention for why you wish to be dancing here tonight. So what is it you want to dedicate tonight's dancing to? So we're letting that feeling fall into place as we do this gentle warm-up exercise. I'm going to turn the music right up. You just can copy what I do. You don't need to hear my voice. Simply listen and enjoy the music.
I'm gonna let it shine, this little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine, this little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
So hopefully with your intention having arrived, we're now going to move on to our circling. And for this we're using a beautiful new track. We have time to do the circling and then we'll pause for the break. It's written by Chris Mann of Green Day and it's based on the Alanis Morissette Thank You. We're just going to circle all of our body starting with our head. Just follow what I'm doing or do whatever circular movements work for you. It's a really beautiful, beautiful song full of gratitude for the front line, for everyone working their hearts out in this crisis. So coming up to your feet and dropping right ear to right shoulder.
How about taking a moment to thank the front line? How about thinking of others who can't stay home?
And then going the other way.
How about fighting to get these workers protection? How about standing up for the ones we love? Thank you, doctors. Thank you, nurses.
Moving your
Thanks for
shoulders.
working the front line. Thank you, scientists. Thank you, pharmacists. Thanks for working overtime.
Maybe taking your elbows in.
How about reining it in for the bigger picture? How about putting another before yourself? Hey. How about appreciating what we took for granted? Everything. How about slow clapping those who are soldiering on? Hey.
Moving your
Thank
body.
you, Amazon. Thank you, grocery clerks. Thank you, all-night truck drivers. Thank you, janitors. Thanks, mail carriers. Thank you, selfless volunteers.
Go the other way.
The moment we can all buckle down, the sooner the moment this all will be over. There's so many ways to help out. Let us start by giving thanks to everyone who's sick. We're sending you love.
lovely ones. So we are going to take a break there so that you all have time to go downstairs, get your clangers. We used pan lids last time. We shall literally be back a couple of minutes past 8 once we've all gone and made loads of wonderful noise and gratitude. Hello, Sophia, to our carers. So I shall see you back in literally 2 minutes. Happy clapping, everyone. lovely is that? Welcome back, everybody. Hope you had a good little street party then. Hi, Sophia. Welcome back. Isn't that just the loveliest thing to do, talking about companionship? We can't get too close to them, but boy, can you hear them. Amazing. Right, so what I thought I would do, just as we're waiting for people to come back, is always in a Qoya class we pull an oracle card and a goddess card, the message of which is always love, 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 love. And typically you would pull one each in the class, but I have literally just pulled one from the pack here. So I'm going to hold it up to the screen so you can all see what it says here. Fall into my arms, surrender, holding the opposites. I'm trying to read it backwards. Extremes of life. So fall into my arms. It looks like she's fallen into the most beautiful reservoir of deliciousness. I'd quite like to dive in. So I'm just going to read through the description here. So our great Mother Earth ushered you in when you took your first breath, and she'll be there when you draw your last. She knows how challenging life can be, that being human can be lonely and confusing, that the polarity and separation can be excruciating when your soul remembers the oneness of Source, but at the same time it can be incredibly glorious and sweet. So often we see things as either good or bad. When things go well, we make it mean that we're being rewarded, and when things are bad, then perhaps we've done something wrong. However, we're all here to expand and grow, and it's through the extremes of life that we do exactly that. You're being invited to welcome the highs and the lows of the human experience, to let them initiate you more fully into life, the agony and the ecstasy, the beauty and the bitterness. This life is but a single breath in the inextinguishable existence of your experience as a soul. The great Mother Earth wants you to hand over your loneliness, worries, hurts, sorrow, fears, burdens and doubts, to lay them on her altar, to fall fully into her arms, to remember that while these extremes are difficult, they can also be magnificent. The more wildly the pendulum of your life swings, the more truthfully you can say, I have truly lived. So hopefully you could all hear that. Maybe a little thumbs up if you can. Can you hear me? Yes, wonderful. Ish, Jemima. Okay, so I hope that the internet connection is good enough. So let us carry on with our party. We're going to move into the space of the heart next. This heart, the portal to the soul, the first organ, in fact, that develops in our bodies. Now we do this heart dance because we invite the feeling into our body. What is it like when our heart is in control? When we drop out of these brains where we spend more than 95% of our time and into this heart space. So in this dance, the heart is telling us where to go the whole time. So we're going to open our heart to the front. We're going to open our heart to the back, all across the back of the chest. And then we're going to move in 4 directions, just coming forward to each side and back. And then we do that double time as the music kicks in, and then we do it all over again. And then there's space for you just to move however you want to move. And indeed with Qoya, there is literally no way that you can do it wrong. The way you know you're doing it right is that it feels good. So just follow that feeling in your body. And I will get us cracking with the next bit of music. So I'm going to turn the music right up. Up on your feet.
Say to accept defeat. Well, if this is fate, then we'll find a way to cheat. 'Cause we'll say a little prayer. But if the answer isn't fair, you know you can call on me when you need somebody. Call on me when you can't stop the tears from falling down. You can't stop the tears from falling down. When you're weary and the road is dark, and I'll guide you with the beating of my heart. And if the coward and the help don't come, well then we'll find a way to dodge a smoking gun. 'Cause we'll say a little prayer. But if the answer isn't fair, then call on me. Call on me when you need somebody. Call on me when you can't stop the tears from falling down. You can't stop the tears from falling down.
Okay, so we now come to our yoga as prayer, and what we're going to do is just, if anyone would like to, share their intention. So back at the start of the class, we let our intention arrive. So what do we wish to dedicate tonight's dance to? And it might well have been triggered by the theme. It might well be something else that's just come into your mind that feels really important for you to dedicate time to tonight. So if anyone wants to pop their intention into the chat box, then we can all, well, first we'll do our yoga flow. So the first half of it will be honouring our intentions. The second half of it will be honouring everybody on the call's intention. I'm hoping you can hear me okay as I say that. So I'm going to, mine is the theme. So my intention for tonight is dancing for gratitude in abundance. So hold on, I've just got that to copy. So if any of the rest of you want to share, then please do. And if you want to keep it to your delicious self, please do. Amazing. So family connections, joy, gratitude in abundance. Amazing, amazing. So what we do in this yoga flow is just dedicate the first half to our intention. So this is what I mean by the whys in Qoya. We are dancing our yoga as prayer. So if we come up to standing and just go with whatever yoga flow moves I do, or whatever feels good for you. If you wish to spend the whole time in, oh thank you, so wellness, release the dark and let the love in, thank you, thank you. Beautiful intentions. Yes, if you wish to spend the time in a peaceful warrior the whole way through, then please do that. Whatever feels good for you, this is entirely your dance. If you want to follow me, then please do. Just make sure you've got a yoga mat, or if not, just a little blanket, because there's going to be one point where we come down on our knee. If knees aren't your strong point, then you can just stay in the lunge that we're in, but I'll cue you when we're there. So I'm going to turn the music up again, and we are going to come up onto our feet and begin our yoga practice. Taking a deep inhale as you bring your arms up in front of you. Have your foot either here or up here, you choose. And now we're moving on to the second sequence, and we're doing this for all of our intention. we are now moving into our shaking song. And the reason we shake in Qoya is because any feelings that are keeping us feeling heavy, negative, down, what we do, we embrace the shadow side of ourselves. So rather like the stars in the night sky that you could not possibly see, those amazing twinkly joys, unless they were reflected up in the night sky. We all have a darker part of ourselves, and it's part of the whole. So we, I know, have all in our hearts been feeling all manner of emotions in the last few weeks with the crisis that we find ourselves in. So what we do is just take a quick look at, for the point of the party here today, a look at how it feels in our body when we don't have gratitude. So when we take things for granted, when we don't appreciate what we have, how does that feel in our body? So for me, it feels small, it feels empty. So if anyone wants to add in a message in terms of how they're feeling, to share that, then please do. If you want to just hold on to a feeling for yourself, just tune into that feeling. So what we typically do with a Qoya class is to dance that feeling, so invite it as a dance partner. But tonight we're simply going to move to the stage where we relinquish, we release, we let go of those feelings. So we shake them through our body. So what I'm going to just ask you to do is bring your hands together in front of you like this. So your hands together. And if you just start to shake your right hand, and shake it pretty hard. Shake it until you really feel the blood floating around in the end of those fingertips. Now imagine a little gazelle in the savannah, and she's happily grazing, and out of nowhere a lion appears and it chases her, and she is running faster than you are shaking this hand. She is running for her life, and by some miracle she escapes. And what does she do? She simply shakes her body from head to tail, from tail to head, and then she carries on grazing. So hold your hands together. Tune into the energy you've created there. How is your right hand feeling? So for me, it's lighter, it's brighter, it's fizzier, it's alive. And my left hand is really jealous. So we are going to do this to the whole of your body. We're using the power of the amazing Taylor Swift. I'm going to turn the music up. We're going to shake through the whole of our body. Again, follow my lead if you wish, or shake however you want to shake. There's going to be one part where it's a full body shake. The idea is we're returning to our center, returning to our sense of vitality. So with no further ado, here we go.
Can't stop. shake, shake, shake. Yeah. 'Cause the play's gonna play, 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 play. And the haters gonna hate, hate, haters gonna hate. I'm just gonna shake, 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 shake. I shake it off, I shake it off. Heartbreakers gonna break, 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 break. And the makers gonna fake, 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 fake. I'm just gonna shake, 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 shake. I shake it off, I shake it off. 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 Shake it off, I shake it off. I shake it off, I shake it off. You got to. I shake it off, I shake it off. I shake it off, I shake it off.
Oh, amazing. So hopefully that got your circulation going. Hello, Liberty. I've got my lovely little Liberty to help with the next bit, like we did have last week. How wonderful. So hopefully you feel better, your restored to centre. That as a kitchen dance is an absolute cracker. This is Liberty, everybody, and she is one of my best little dance partners. It's Jemima saying hello. So what we do for the next part is it's a really fun choreographed dance, and just a few simple moves. The idea is that we all come together in community, and you have to concentrate just enough that you cannot possibly think about anything else. So you are so perfectly rooted in the present moment. So we're just going to take you through the moves. If I don't remember them, Liberty will. Again, ad lib. If there's any point you just want to dance however your body wants to move, do that. So we're going to just take you through the moves with this next little song. I'm going to turn the music down to here as we do this one, just so you can hear us too. So the first bit is we're making a heart sign, and we're doing a heart beating. So a heart beating. Then we're going to do some waves to the side. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to do some clicks. So step, click, step, click, step, click, step, click. And then we do sunshine arms down to a little pocket here, and then just march out your feet. So sunshine arms down to a pocket, march, march, march. And then we do a shoulder roll, shoulder roll, shoulder roll, shoulder roll. And we drop to the floor and stand up tall. Okay, and then we do another shoulder roll, shoulder roll, shoulder roll, shoulder roll. And this time you spin your arms. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lovely. So then we do a step turn. So step to one side, step to the other side. And if you're worried about being too dizzy and falling over with the turns, just do a little march to one side and a little march to the other, or spin it up if you fancy. And then we do these arms. So imagine arms. So 1, 2, 3, 4, up to the ceiling. 1, 2, in front of you, out together. So one more time. 1, 2, up, up, forward, forward, out, together. And I think, hold on, the music's starting without me. It's given the game away. So we just do a little bit with our foot here. We're just stepping a foot across. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're walking this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. The hands come out and in. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That bit we do quite a lot, so it's just cross, back, you're just tapping, walking to the side, cross, back, walking to the side. And if you want to do the arms as well, you just whiz your arms out as you cross the foot over. Okay, so It will all become clear as you're doing it. Ad-lib with whatever other bits feel good for you. And we shall welcome the power of Justin Timberlake.
I got this feeling inside my bones. It goes electric wavy when I turn it on. Off from my city, off from my home. We're flying up, no ceiling when we in our zone. I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. Feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off it, moving so phenomenally. You're more like the way we rock it, so don't stop. And under the lights, when everything goes, nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. When we move, well, you already know. So just imagine. Nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Feel good, good creeping up on you. So just dance, dance, dance. Come on. All those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance. And ain't nobody leaving, so keep dancing. I can't stop the feeling. So just dance, dance, dance. So just dance, dance, dance. Come on. Ooh, it's something magical. It's in the air, it's in my blood, it's rushing on. I don't need no reason, don't need control. I fly so high, no ceiling when I'm in my zone. 'Cause I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. Feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off it, moving so phenomenally. You're more like the way we rock it, so don't stop, stop, stop. Under the lights, when everything goes, nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. When we move, well, you already know. So just imagine. Nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Feel good, good creeping up on you. So just dance, dance, dance. Come on. All those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance. And ain't nobody leaving, so keep dancing. I can't stop the feeling. So just dance, dance, dance. So just dance, dance, dance. So just dance, dance, dance. Stop the feeling, yeah. So keep dancing. Oh, yeah, yeah. I can't stop the. 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 Nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Feel good, good creeping up on you. So just dance, dance, dance. Stop all those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance. Ain't nobody leaving, so keep dancing. Everybody say.
Oh, amazing. So what always gets me at this point is I think, oh, this incredible feeling. And yet we are still to move on to the pinnacle of the class. And the pinnacle of the class is where we just absorb everything that's wonderful about the theme. So this theme of gratitude, letting it soak into every cell of our body. How would we dance if we are as grateful and thankful as we could possibly imagine? How would we feel in our body? How would we dance? So you just express that through the power of dance. Just let your body tell you. Your head has nothing to do with it. Your heart has a lot to do with it. So up on your feet again and let us explore how it feels when love takes over.
Should I go downstairs?
You
you in now, though?
Just dancing to this one.
It always is. That's just the way it goes. Feels like I waited so long for this. I wonder if it shows. Head underwater, now I can't breathe. It never felt so good. 'Cause I can feel it coming over me. I wouldn't stop it if I could. Will I take over? You know you can't deny. Will I take over? Something's here tonight. Give me a reason. I gotta know. Do you feel it too? Can't you see me here on overload? And this time I blame you. Looking out for you to hold my hand. It feels like I could fall. Now love me right, like I know you can. We could lose it all, but love takes over. You know you can't deny when love takes over. Something's here tonight, 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 when love takes over, 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 over,
Lovely. So good to dance with you all. So I hope that when love takes over, it all feels so much better. I'm just going to lower the music here. So we're going to come now to our stretching. So just maybe sit for a moment and have your hand over your heart space. Tune in with the feeling you're feeling now. Breathe it in. Breathe it deeply to every part of your body. On the inhale, think, I am grateful. On the exhale, I am thankful. And then just come onto your back and just stretch out your body however feels good here. So maybe hugging in one knee. Lifting it up to the ceiling and pulling it into your body. Maybe dropping it down onto the other knee. Threading your fingers through. Circling. And then switch. And then just extend both arms and both legs out. Long imprint on the floor. hug your knees in. Maybe drop arms one way and knees the other, and then switch. And then maybe taking a happy baby and just massaging out your lower back. And then just bring yourself up to sitting. And that concludes our little party tonight, you wonderful people. I hope that you enjoyed it. Lots of clapping. Yay! So glad to hear that. Big love, big hearts. So I'm going to end the meeting, but for anyone who wants to stop and chat for a few minutes afterwards, you're very welcome. I'll unmute you all. But it was such a joy to share the practice with you tonight. Thank you to Better Together Dorset for doing all these amazing free offerings all week and sending love in abundance to you all. Mwah.